Hi Faith Formation families, it's Miss Abdallah, and this is our newsletter video for the week of March 24th already. Woo! We are getting almost done with the Faith Formation year. We only have one more month, which is amazing to me. I can't believe how fast it goes sometimes. But this is a busy time of year and there's a lot going on, so let me just jump in on what we've got going on this week. Particularly Sunday. Sunday we have so many things going on. It's going to be a busy day. So first we're starting with at 9 a.m. at Our Lady Queen of Peace we have the family mass. So all families coming to worship at that mass together. We have some students that have volunteered to read, some who are going to be doing altar serving, some that we're hoping to ask to volunteer to bring up gifts, because we're bringing up the gifts again at Queen of Peace and St. Thomas More, which is nice. That's been going on for a couple weeks now. So we're going to participate in that. And then any families with young people, whether in faith formation or not, during the homily, Father Hart will call all the kids up to sit in front of the altar if they're comfortable. If you're not comfortable with that, they don't have to. And he will tell the homily like a story for them, like we used to do before the pandemic. We've decided that since kind of illnesses have been kind of low, knock on wood, we're going to try this and see how it goes, and go from there. So yeah, we're going to try that this week. After Mass, it worked out that the pastoral councils for Queen of Peace and St. Thomas More are having what's called a drop-in and donuts social after each Mass. And so you are invited to come meet the pastoral council members and have a donut, socialize, kind of get to know your fellow parishioners, which is really a nice way to do that. Worked out in our favor that we just happened to have family mass that day. And then we're also doing, because we weren't having enough things going on, the confirmation year 2 makeup retreat for any student that missed the retreat on the 11th. So you guys that missed your retreat, and if you have not found another retreat to jump in on anywhere else, I sent out an email to you. Hopefully you received that. I haven't received too many responses to it, so I'm hoping you just are planning to come. Join us at 8:45 so that we know who's here. We're going to go to Mass together at the family Mass, and then we're going to have donuts, of course, and then we'll go in the back hospitality room and finish with our confirmation retreat to make up that lesson and talk about the rite of confirmation and all the things you need to know about confirmation before we have confirmation. So that's coming up too, April 26th. So if you have missed your year 2 confirmation and you are in year 2 and you are supposed to be there, please come and we will make that retreat up for you. Okay? All right. At 3 p.m. that day is the grade 8 year 1 home study Zoom class for those that are signed up for that, or for anybody that's not going to be able to make the in-person learning that night. And then at 4 o'clock is the grade 9 year 2 home study Zoom class, also for anybody signed up and or whoever is not going to make the in-person learning for that night. Okay? We're in the last chapters of the book, and we are just kind of all focused on what we need to do to wrap up for year 1, wrapping up what you need to do for your immediate prep, and year 2, what you need to do for your immediate prep as we move through the confirmation process, okay? And then, of course, as I said, that night from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock at Queen of Peace is the in-person learning for grades 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Everybody come. That's the in-person learning for that grade. I am going to ask you to please make sure you don't come to that class hungry. Have a snack before you come. We are not going to be having snack at that class. And if you know why, you know why. I will say no more about that. And if you don't know why, just make sure your students have a snack. We will not be providing that evening, okay? So that's all I'm going to say about that, and I will talk with the students when they come if they don't know about that. Monday, March 27th, the following day, we have K through 5 in-person learning from 6 to 7:15. That night we will be discussing Stations of the Cross. We will have the outdoor Stations of the Cross, and that'll also be the case for the weekend too. We have the Stations of the Cross that'll be set up outside, and these are the ones that the students created during the pandemic, and that we made videos about, and they were featured in the video that I've had in the newsletter for the last few weeks. So they'll be on display outside for families to go through them if you want to go through as a family, if you want to just see them. But classes are going to be reviewing the stations, and we're going to talk about them a little bit for our lesson that night. Then on Tuesday, I do not have a Zoom class scheduled. None of my classes are going to be in session for that night, and so if you miss Monday night class, then the way to make up that class is to just go through the Stations of the Cross as a family, either through a video, through the book, in a church, walking through the outdoor ones, whatever you prefer. Just review the Stations of the Cross, what it means for Lent, and why is it a tradition of the church. That's all that I'm really asking for people to make that up. I won't have a Zoom class because I'm going to be previously engaged with another project for that week for Lent. So, and I don't have a class that's scheduled, so I won't be on there for anybody that misses Monday night. Okay. All right. So then upcoming, of course, we have, the confirmation interview sign up went out to confirmation families, the year 2 confirmation families. So the interviews are Sunday, April 16th or April 17th, and then there's a Zoom option for people that just absolutely cannot make it in person. If they're sick or they have some previous engagement or something, let me know. Please do not use Zoom as, hey, I just don't have to go in, I'm just going to use Zoom, because I'm the only one doing the Zoom and I don't have that many options. So please save that for people that are sick or really cannot make it to the in-person. So the priests, of course, because I planned to have this on the 16th and 17th, the bishop decided to make that the week of convocation. So great minds think alike, I guess. But rather than switching the dates, I have asked our deacons to help. So the deacons and Miss Nora and myself will be doing the interviews. So as you come in, you sign up in the sign-up sheet for the time you want, and then whoever's available is who you will get. In the sign-up, the way the Flock Note sign-up is, it only lets one person, it only lets you fill in for one slot at a time per person's email. It's a weird setup that way. So just put the last name if you have siblings. So I know we have a couple of twin sets for confirmation. If it only lets you put your last name, I'll just assume both of your children are coming for an interview, and if they're not for some reason, then email me and say, I'm signing this, my daughter up, but my son can't do it, and this is when he can do it. But otherwise, if they can both come at a particular time, just fill in the last name and I'll just assume they're both going to be there. My recommendation is, since we have class night on Sunday night, if you're already going to be there, sign up for the Sunday night one. Don't make more work for yourself to come in twice. Because really class time has been allotted for people to be coming in and out for interviews. So it's not going to be taking them away from a lesson. We know that they're going to be doing interviews through class. But for Catholic school students who aren't typically there on Sunday, we're giving the Monday night option as well. Or again, for people that really can't make Sunday night because maybe they have lacrosse or the other sports that are now all of a sudden on Sunday nights to make my life fun, you can sign up for Monday night. And then, like I said, if you absolutely have to do a Zoom, then sign up for Zoom. Okay? Whew, that's that for confirmation. Then if you scroll down, you'll see the First Eucharist camps. There are 2 camps. You need to do both of them if this pertains to you. This is going out to the people that already made their first reconciliation in the fall with us. So you are the ones that are receiving the email with the details about the First Eucharist camps. They're the 15th and the 22nd. So it's 2 Saturdays in a row from 9 to 12. Same setup that I had for First Reconciliation, but all the details about that are in that separate email that's going out to you. So you will be receiving that with the itemized agenda. But if for some reason you, and I have had questions about this since I announced it at class, please keep emailing me if you think, oh, is my child supposed to be in this class? So people that missed the sacraments during the pandemic, I'm doing a makeup sacrament class in July. So this camp in particular that I'm announcing for First Eucharist camps, this is for the people in the program for this year. But those of you that missed sacraments during the pandemic, yours is going to be in July, okay? But let me know who you are though. Email me, we'll have the conversation, or even if you're not sure where you should be with your children, let me know what your situation is, or remind me if we talked before. It's always good to remind me because we all know how I am. I have so many of you to juggle that I sometimes mix everybody up. So just, send an email and say, hey, we talked about this before. What should I be doing? But I should have that information to you soon. I just didn't want to mix it up with everything that's going on with what we've already got. But that sacramental makeup stuff will be happening in July, okay? So stay tuned for that, but let me know who you are. Let me know what your questions are so that we can answer you, and we can help you to figure out what you need to do and what you need to kind of have on your radar, okay? Sunrise Camp is April 2nd, so if your family is interested in that and joining us, please feel free to email us. Let us know that you're coming. We are looking at, right now, I think we have about 6 people that are signed up, so it's fairly small. We have plenty of room yet, so if you want to join with your family, let us know. That's again where we're reenacting. Kids get dressed up, they reenact the Palm Sunday triumphant entry into Jerusalem, and then we will reenact the Last Supper, and then we will go into the Stations of the Cross and do a kid-friendly version of Stations of the Cross, the different activities at each station. And then we will talk about the resurrection and celebrate Easter on the way out. So we go through the whole scope of Holy Week in the course of the 2 hours and do it in a kid-friendly, moving along kind of fashion, but giving them a basic understanding of what this incredible Holy Week is about in kid-friendly language, kid-friendly activities that help build a foundation for them so that they'll really grow to appreciate the liturgies as they get older and understand what they're about, okay? There's no fee for that. You can come as you are. If you want to enhance the learning, you can feel free to bring non-perishable food items to donate to the food cupboard. We would always appreciate that. So that's all there is to that. You will also see below the information for the summer camp. I finally got the itinerary roughly done so that you at least know what the activities are that we're going to be doing. So there's going to be arts and crafts, there's going to be skits, there's going to be some movies at the end of the day to kind of wind down as they're eating their lunch. So it's going to be a pretty straightforward schedule. We will have learning times, we will have times that we go outside, we will have times that we are doing music, we have times that we will be doing, active games and play. So all of that is kind of roughly scheduled so that you can see an idea of what's going to happen in those days, and what the overall theme is and what we're going to be doing. I will get more succinct as we get closer so that I know who all my volunteers are, who all my teachers are, and then we can utilize their talents and abilities too. But for now, that's what it looks like, and that's what we're looking to do. If you have any questions about that, though, you can always email us. The QR code in the bottom, you can scan that. It'll take you right to our website where you can get all that information about registration and fees and how to pay and all that good stuff is all there. Or you can get a hard copy of the registration. I have them available at Faith Formation on Monday nights. Just let me know that you need one. They're usually on the table there. Okay. It is ages 4 and up as long as they're potty trained, but I have no problem with 4 and up. Okay. And let's see. Okay. All right. So my friends, we'll see you sometime this week. Hopefully at the family mass at 9 o'clock at Queen of Peace. But if not there, then certainly somewhere between here or there. Take care. God bless, and we'll see you soon.